Hello. I would like to thank the Pima County Sports Hall of Fame for all the work that you've done for this banquet and everything you do for this community. It does not go unnoticed. To all of my fellow 2024 inductees, I say congratulations. When I got the call about being inducted, I went to the website to see what it was all about. I read through the list of names and every name and past honoree and saw pictures of so many people who had helped shape me into the athlete I was in my younger years and the person and the coach I am today. I was sad to see that quite a few of the people on that list are now deceased because in my mind, I have memories of them in our younger days. I would like to take a moment to honor a few of the people in the Pima County Sports Hall of Fame who have had a huge impact on my life. I grew up playing AYSO soccer and Tankerverde Bobby Sox, and former inductee Ken Phones was one of my first softball coaches. He taught me that getting up early for practice and getting our work done before it got too hot was a pretty great strategy for a Tucson summer. And he also taught all of us to be aggressive when shagging balls, because once the balls went into the cactus or the sticker bushes, they were pretty much destroyed. He was fair and kind and treated us all with respect. I had grown up playing softball in Southern California with green grass and beautiful fields, and when I played my first season in Tucson, I was thinking, what is happening here? Why is all the grass dead, and why are there dirt patches in the outfield? But I loved the game, the snacks at the end, and the fact that Coach Ken looked at me that first season and made me a catcher. I loved the catching gear, being in every play, and looking over to the stands and seeing my parents cheering me on. When I landed at Sabino High School, I had the honor of knowing Coach Ollie Mayfield. Coach Mayfield exuded positivity and happiness each and every day, and he really did make a huge difference to our community. When I was looking at pictures to submit for today, I went through my scrapbooks and still have construction cutouts of things he had put on my locker. He gave us all the ability to believe we could be excellent and to play confidently. He took time to nurture each of the kids he got to work with, and he helped us all grow up. I had never attended a school where we had indoor lockers and indoor hallways, so it was shocking to me how his voice carried through the entire school as he greeted us every morning with a huge smile and a "Good morning, Sabino Sabercats," screaming down the halls. Those of you that know me now know that I am 100% a morning person, and to this day, when I walk into one of my morning practices, I always scream out loud and obnoxiously, "Good morning, cool people." I think it sets a tone, but most of my players want to strangle me. It's all good. Thank you, Coach Mayfield, for sharing your morning joy with me and your positive outlook on life. When I got recruited to play softball at the U of A and met Coach Candrea for the first time, the trajectory of my life changed forever. My career at Arizona was a culmination of so many things. It was a tip of the hat to all of the people who supported me along the way, my family, my coaches, my teammates and friends, and everyone who made sacrifices for me. I remember sitting in Coach Candrea's office 2 days after my final collegiate game. I was crying, and it was an ugly, wet cry. I had been playing softball since the 4th grade, every season, every day, and now what was I supposed to do? Coach didn't like to see any of his players look that upset, and when I asked him, "Now what?" he looked at me and said, "Will you coach with me next year?" My tears dried up, and I applied for grad school the next day, where I had the extreme honor of having Dr. Boyd Baker as my graduate advisor, and I have never regretted my decision to follow this path. Coach Candrea taught me that working hard was just part of the picture. We had to work smart, surround ourselves with quality people who had great respect for themselves, the game, and their program. And we also needed a little bit of luck. Coach reinforced the need to always pay attention to detail, to be true to your word, and to work hard. Coach, I am forever grateful to you and consider you, both you and Tina, part of my family. I know I speak for all of the U of A alums when I say we know how truly lucky we are, and we thank you both for being such an important part of our lives. To my family, thank you. You are truly my everything. My mom and dad were simply amazing and never missed a game during my career, and were always there to provide hugs to all of my teammates. My parents cooked countless meals, did loads and loads of dirty laundry, and were surrogate parents for a lot of the girls. Even though they were not softball or baseball athletes growing up, my parents definitely experienced the gratification of being surrounded by the athletic experience. My mom was always there to celebrate the good times and hug me and wipe away tears when things didn't go well. My mom and dad were innocent to the game, and one of my favorite things was when my mom would tell me how great I did after I went 0 for 2 on the scorebook. In her mind, I was 2 for 2 because I actually hit the ball to the shortstop and the center fielder, but got out both times. I loved seeing them in the stands and making them proud. Thank you for everything you have done for me, Mom. I love you. Back in the 70s and 80s, my parents owned a clothing store called the Pant Warehouse, so my dad wore a lot of Levi's and cowboy boots. And I know how hot and sweaty he would get working with me on my swing or playing catch with me and then heading off to work. He hardly ever complained and always made me practice bunting to work on my hand-eye coordination. My dad would have been a proud papa today watching me in front of all of you, and I miss him every day. To my brothers, I say thank you, and I'm sorry for hogging so much attention when we were growing up. I know you guys are so proud of me and talk about what I'm doing to all of your friends, sharing my adventures and my crazy travel schedule. You are my rocks, and there isn't a luckier little sister in the entire world. Thank you to my sister-in-laws, my incredible nieces and nephews, and all of your little kiddos who I love so much. Thank you for always supporting me and allowing me to be such a big and active part of your lives. To all of my friends, coaches, and teammates from the past, thank you for helping me achieve this accomplishment. I hope that I have made you proud and done things the right way. I am very blessed to have found something I loved to do back when I was 10 years old. I have made my passion my career, and I know not many people get that opportunity. I know the importance of paying it forward, just as all of the individuals in the Hall of Fame have done, and I want to make a difference every day. At the end of this day, I want the girls I work with to become their own greatest fans and to know that the game does not define them, but that their character and values do. I tell them all the time, how you do one thing is how you do everything, so do it well and make a difference. Thank you.